how are you? It's so good to be back. I am still obviously suffering from headaches, and so I'm wearing my sunglasses. I am gonna invest in some blue blocking glasses for myself. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So I'm wearing my sunglasses, but Julie sent me these wonderful hearts. And in collaboration with Julie, I'm doing this video where she teaches you how to make the hearts and I show you how to decorate with it. So here are my ideas for decorating. It's gonna be all about centerpieces on tables. It's really easy to take hearts and put them around the house, and you can totally do that. But I'm gonna show you a lot of my dough bowls and my wooden bowls and a few boxes, and show you how I'm decorating with them for Valentine's Day and winter decor. So here goes. You can take one of these little prim hearts, stick it by a candle, a couple pine cones, and you have a really cute arrangement. I really like that. I think it's best to keep it simple. And this is very simple. Now this is just the base. It's basically a trivet that you'd put your food on. I picked it up at TJ Maxx. And you know, it's really rugged and it fits really perfectly on these tables that we made because it's so rustic looking. So I really like that. You know, you don't really need these pine cones here, but I think it dresses it up a little and it still keeps it really prim. All right, behind me, this is Bruhilda. I think you all recognize her. Now, I invested a lot of money in her a few years ago, and so she, even though technically she's a Halloween decoration, I decided to play with her in the tavern and make this a witch's tavern. And so she is always out, like always out, and I decorate her for the seasons. This is the big heart that Julie sent me, and I just stuck a little candle in there, and then I put little primitive lights all around her. They plug in, and she looks oh so cool in this corner. She's all decorated for Valentine's Day. You don't look at her and think Halloween decoration, because now she's a Valentine's Day decoration. All right, so one of the things I really like are wood bowls. This is one that I picked up at Primitive Goods, actually from Alice's booth. It's just, I don't even think it's old, you know, because it doesn't have the aged look of the wood, but it's rustic. So I picked that up. I've got another bowl. This is, I've got angel hair in all these bowls. This is a more, it's painted, and it's more of a decorated, more countrified wooden bowl. It's got the stars in it. I usually don't use something like this. I mean, I prefer not to. What I'm trying to say is I wouldn't go to the store and buy this, except I got it secondhand and I paid like 12 bucks for it. And I felt that that was good, because one thing you can do with a bowl like this is you can kind of turn them upside down, and then you don't care that it has stars on it. So, you know, I love the way this looks with the upside down bowls. I've got this little heart spoon that my daughter picked up. It says made with love. It's just really cute. So I'll just, you know, stick that there, and you've got something really simple. And then if you want to pair it again with some of Julie's hearts. All right, so this is one way you can use your primitive bowls, is you just turn them upside down on your table. You can stick your spoon next to it and put a couple little hearts there. And that's really, really cute. If it's not Valentine's, you can just remove it and you still have your little centerpiece. Now this works really well in a kitchen. You know, you probably don't want this in your living room or your dining room, but this is really cute, right? It's just easy and no big deal. All right, so now let's look at a few more bowls and a few more things that we can do with those bowls. One of the things you can always do is nest your bowls. And I love to nest my bowls. You know, Karen, who is the gritty prim, she nests her bowls because she says she has so many so she can nest them. But I think they're super fun to just nest. And if you want to throw your little hearts that you made with Julie, you can just throw them right in the bowls. Super cute. If you want something else in there, throw a little pine cone in there, or maybe a candle, and like this, and put your little hearts in there, and you've got a super cute little centerpiece. It's a little more cutesy. Now I'm gonna remove this from the bottom bowl and show you what it looks like without being nested. It just looks like that. If you only have one bowl, go with that. It's super cute, no big deal. And then you light the candle and you have a really nice look. You could also put it next to one that's upside down. Maybe a couple bowls. Have it look like that, or tip them all up and do a 3-bowl nesting. And how cute does that look? Super adorable, really easy to do. Now, if you don't want the candle and you want a little candle like this, a little battery candle, you can always do that also. You don't need the big, thick candle. You don't want to worry about starting a fire. But I think this is adorable just to stick the little hearts in here. You could have one sitting out and you've got a super cute centerpiece. Now, with these same bowls, what if you're looking for spring? Here's spring. Remember last year I made this little tulip arrangement? Love it. Put it right in here in the bowl and you can put your hearts around that instead. Again, cute as can be, decorating with the hearts. Super adorable, right? If you'd like to go with something a little more wintry yet, and you're not ready to pull out the tulips, you can always go with the pine cones. I go with the pine cones a lot. I like the pine cones. I like how, well, basically they're just nature, bringing nature in. But if you put the pine cones in with the hearts, you can have a little variety in there. And that again is super cute. So far I've shown you like 7 ways to decorate with these hearts. And don't worry, there are many more. But while we take the hearts out a minute, let's go for even a simpler Valentine's Day look. These are pomegranates and they're drying. I've had them sitting in my kitchen. They're by our wood stove. So they're getting nice and leathery and dried out now. But they look really cool just in a bowl like that, don't they? And they look kind of Valentine's-y. And if you want to remind people that it is Valentine's Day, you could just stick a little heart in there or by the side of the bowl, and you can feel like it's Valentine's. Now you can always put a whole bunch of these in, you can throw them in. Now, I think that's cute. Again, so easy. The whole point of this is to just play and play with what you love. Now there's something else I love to put in bowls, and that is angel hair. So check this out. This is angel hair that I got at Country Bumpkins. Lainey sells it. I bought a big bag and I've been using this angel hair ever since last summer when I purchased it. You can stick the angel hair in a bowl and then the sky is the limit for what you want to put in there. It's a nice place to put your pomegranates. Look how prim that looks. I mean, that's beautiful. That is totally prim. You want to add a heart? Go ahead and add 1 heart, you know? I always decorate in thirds and threes or in odd numbers, so I'd go with 3 or 5 of these. But I think that's super cute. You can also add your pine cones. And again, that's super adorable. So, now, I don't only have bowls that I'm decorating with, I have some really great primitive bowls. Now these bowls, I don't pay a lot of money for anything that I get. Let's just put it that way. But I've gotten these trencher bowls from Woodstock Country Shop. So these are, they're kind of made to look like the old ones. You can see they're kind of aged with the stain, and they're rough hewn, they're dug out, and you can get these in all kinds of shapes and sizes. I chose to get two like this because they made a really nice centerpiece in the table. And what you can do with this, again, you could stick your candle in there and then stick your little hearts in there. And it's super cute, right? So easy. Or you just have hearts in here and you don't need to have a candle in here at all. And again, it's a little touch. This kind of thing can go on a side table. You could just stuff it anywhere. It's really small and compact, and it'll give you that little feeling of Valentine's without being too cutesy. And as soon as the Valentine's season is done, you can just take your hearts out. So super fun to do it that way, but wait, there's more. This is another one that I bought from Kathy, and I had things in it. So this actually is in the shape of a heart, and really this trencher bowl will just sit and stand on its own. You can see I've got gunk in there from some of the hearts that I put in there, but you can go ahead and fill this with hearts. You can do different size hearts and just fill it with a whole bunch of hearts. And again, you have a cute little look. I think I don't like this one in there. It's too big. But put all your little hearts in there and just go a little nuts. I'm not going to take a lot of time to put the hearts around, but you get the idea. Really super easy. Something like this, again, you can put a candle in and then put the hearts around the little ones. Or you can put your tulips in, then put the little hearts around. And it's just cute, right? So this is one of my favorite ones. You've seen I've used this kind of as a pillow on a bed. I've used it to put other things on a bed with. I've flipped it around like as this pillow, or I put it up sideways so that it's just showing the shape of it, and it'll stand on its own up like that against a wall, and it's super adorable. And then you can, of course, you know, little heart here and there. Cute, but not overdone. More trencher bowls. I bought this a few years ago. I don't know what got into me. This is a really, really big one. The truth is I have a hard time decorating with this, and I end up putting it on a top shelf somewhere, but I fell in love with it. As it ages, it starts to crack. It starts to look older. This one's cracked a lot. Oh my. But anyway, you can start with something big in the center. It can be any kind of candle. This kind of candle, you could put 3 of these candles in it. You can use tulips and put 3 tulips in there, and then fill the sides with the hearts or the pine cones or whatever else you want to put in the bowl. These are fun because you can just go all out. If you have a big long table, something like this is a really good size for that. But wait, there's more. These here are soft touch tulips. They feel really like they're real tulips. Now these I didn't antique, but I usually antique them with a special glaze. And I like to pull these out at spring. And you know what? Sometimes I want spring a little early, so they might show up in some of my dough bowls right now. But I've got this size dough bowl. Now I was playing with this and the hearts, and I have changed it a little since I played with it. I've been playing all day. But you can see this one is set up in kind of a quasi-primitive look, because it's got, of course, the camera, which would not be primitive. They didn't have cameras back then, and the pictures. So these are early 1900s accessories, but everything else is super primitive. I've got this old spoon in there, and this is another dough bowl that is a reproduction. I also picked this up at Woodstock Country Shop. I love this one because I love the flat surface here, and I love the size. So this is my favorite size dough bowl. All right, so this year, and I feel like I want to move some of this stuff out of the way. This year, I invested in a couple old dough bowls. After visiting Karen's home and looking at all her gritty prim, I realized that a really good way to get a sincere prim look is to actually get those antiques. You know, Alice has these old dough bowls in her house. When I went to that home that I toured with Angel House and Chris from Flying Pig, I noticed they had an old dough bowl on the middle of the table, and I love this. So I picked this one up. I have two now, and I think this just makes a great statement no matter how you want to slice it. So again, you can put your tulips in there and your little hearts around. That's really all you need to do. This is all you need to do. You've got a really cute Valentine's Day look. Or you could keep your tulips in there. You could always put your angel hair around your tulips. And there you have your spring, rustic, yet colorful look. Really cute. Or maybe you just want the angel hair in the bottom of this. I think angel hair makes everything look rustic. Do watch out. I think I just got a sliver. And you can start putting things in. So let's just decorate with the hearts and stick them in the bowl. You know, right on the angel hair. Play with it, make it work for you, but you can do that. Or, I showed you before how the pomegranates look in the bowl. Well, look how they look in this really old one. I mean, wow, right? It is really worth it to buy old bowls. If you can find them, it's worth the investment. They don't have to be that much. And even if I take the angel hair out and I just have the pomegranates in this bowl, that even says Valentine's Day because they're red. And I think my preferred look is something this simple. You know, I love it. Let me show you another old bowl that I decorated. This is one I actually have right now in my living room. Now, part of what makes this work for me, it's got the angel hair, the pine cones, and these orange slices. And I do have little lights that I can light up in here at night, and it gives me a cute little look. Plus, right now, over my fireplace in my living room, I have the same thing. I have the orange slices, the pine cones, and I have it with twinkle lights. And I've still got that Dashing Through the Snow Billy Jacobs picture on there. So this looks really wintry and adorable. And it looks great just like that. But you know, if you wanted to say, hey, it's Valentine's Day, you can throw a couple of your primitive hearts in here. And guys, it works. I like the prim look. I really like these with the buttons, Julie. They're super cute. And look at that. Now we're saying it's Valentine's Day. We haven't changed it that much at all. So I went from winter to Valentine's Day. And if I want to go to spring, I can go ahead and put some flowers in there. I have this little bunch of flowers, and I could just lay that right on top of there. And now I have going into spring look. So it doesn't take rocket science to do these dough bowls, what you want to do is start with a good bowl. So think old, think layered, think chiseled, and just play and have a good time. It doesn't matter what you put in there because it's gonna look good if you start with the right bowl and the right accessories. So until next time, thanks for watching. We'll see you later.